y'all can SEE. Cause I need your eyes on me. Once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Here to make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been moving like a hoolie, keep it duty before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in.
The bright lights of Broadway just to the east of us, and we are under the lights as well at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble, bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Right to the air is Burrow. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early second and long they're facing. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Burrow on first down. Swinging this out for Pollard. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be second down. The Jets at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. And Burrow going to throw again. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go that sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Here we go. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. And they go play action now. Burrow. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the Jets hit the ball first. It's 3-0. I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
I think what we saw their partner was a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to, when you want to on offense. And in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on. But this opening drive, while it stalled out, it still gave them 3 points.
They'll start on the ground with Dolphins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense for the Jets, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go again with Dolphins. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun. Lowry. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And this will be taken at the 13. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Burrow. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 7. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Another run here with Dolphins. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Looking to throw. Lowry. He's got his, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. He's got room at the 30. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good. That'll increase their lead to 10-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's their 3rd drive now, and so far we've seen a punt, and that 2nd drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning. Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Dobbins running out of the gun. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down. Lowry. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is fielded inside the 5. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain. Airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Fair ball good with the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Off the play fake. Lowry. And that is incomplete.
The Hawkins is searching for their first touchdown this game, partner, and that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
He'll field this at the 5. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here we go. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this
get the fuck out of here.
Sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Burrow looking to pass. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here we go. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now it's Burrow. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point right there, up and good. And the round is on here in this first half. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Off play action. Lowry sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Lowry. He's going to take another shot here. He's got a man complete.
You a fucking faggot, Raul.
Just 4 seconds left in this first half. A timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
52 blasted.
Off the play fake. Lowry.
Why is he so open?
Wide open receiver.
Why is he so open?
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Looking to throw. Lowry. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a close there quickly at the end. And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd. Back to throw. Lowry. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. Look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Going to run again here with Pollard. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Burrow going for it on 4th. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This is caught. Touchdown Jets. From 17 yards out, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum.
Man, get the fuck out of here, bro.
And they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
We'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking to throw. Lowry. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Lowry. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Butker's kick here is good, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Here we go. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Burrow. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Max Crosby able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
11 mighty. 11. 12.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded at about the 28. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Here we go.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous run. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They're going for it with Dobbins.
Oh, come on, man.
And he's got the first down
God.
yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to throw. Lowry. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
Give me that, nigga.
And it'll be intercepted. And the Jets will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Burrow will throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Second and 10 now. Burrow. Throwing left side, it's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one good for 26 and a first down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know we're disappointed about several things in this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, several turnovers, you have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Try to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen
oh, my God, bro.
Well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. This is Smith with the ground. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Ultra.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Going on whatsoever.
They'll try to draw here with Dobbins. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Now defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins.
Look at this shit. That shit's so
And he
gay.
gets it inside the 10 of the 9.
This game's so fucking broke.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll run with Dolphins. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Hey, don't do it. Striker, 3-3. Smash.
On second down, a run with Dobbins.
Look at that gay ass shit, bro.
109 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness. Just about got him into the end zone.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all 0.